YouTube, what is up? So the Elon Musk and Leno segment just came out, so I'm about to do a video reaction of the CyberTruck video. So this is my first time watching it, so yeah, let's get right into it.
Where is that CyberTruck? Is that around here?
That's somewhere around here. Bring on the CyberTruck. Cue music.
You know, I saw it on TV, I saw it at the intro, but nothing strikes you until you see it in person.
Like, the more you see this truck, you can't lie, man. The more you see this truck, the better it looks. I know when we all first saw it, like, it was like, oh man, everyone thought it was ugly. Like, it looked like PlayStation graphics. It looked like a triangle on wheels. But it's been a few months now, and I think it started to grow on a lot of people. Like, let me know what you think. Do you still like the way it looks? Like, it's starting to grow on me, man. I'm thinking about putting back in my reservation.
Back in November of 2019, Elon made headlines once again when he revealed this science fiction-inspired machine.
Pickup truck buyers tend to be pretty conservative in what they like. It needs to look like a pickup truck, you know, that kind of thing. And this doesn't look anything like a pickup truck,
Yeah.
but it immediately makes pickup trucks look old-fashioned.
Well, I think there's a preconceived notion of what a pickup truck should be. And I think that's something that we said, if we're going to go bold, we need to do something that breaks that norm. Yeah, so back here we have the vault.
Okay.
Touch of a button. Just opens right up like
Yeah,
magic.
that's very cool.
And a good-sized bed, yeah.
If you want to mount like a missile launcher or something, you can do that.
Yeah. And closer them. And how strong is that?
You can walk on this thing.
You can walk on it?
Oh man.
It's very strong. It's like, so if you've got some valuable cargo
It's
in the
gonna
back,
go wrong.
this will protect your cargo and secure it against being stolen. So it's pretty stout.
People in Tesla!
Like, I feel like the Cybertruck got some bad juju with it. Like, I feel like that was gonna go wrong, like with the glass breaking. Like, I feel like Elon was gonna stand on top of this cover and it was just gonna just crash right in on itself. But like, it looks pretty sturdy, man. And like, what other truck could do that? Like, I got friends with GMCs, Fords, Dodge, and they don't consider the Cybertruck a real pickup truck. But like, none of those car brands could do that. Like, that's awesome. I have a GMC Sierra and I got unlatched and relatched the cover that it comes with anytime I need to use it. But with this thing, it's just a push of a button and it just comes right out. Like, where's it coming out from? This thing is awesome, man.
Let's take it for a drive. I mean, it feels very much like any other Tesla. You've got instant acceleration. The greenhouse is fabulous. I love how open it appears to be. And how close is this to what it would look like in production?
At Tesla, we always want to have the production car be better than the show car. It always drove me crazy when manufacturers would come out with this cool-looking show car, and then the actual production car would be way worse.
Right.
And you're like, man, you got us all excited about this sweet-looking car, and then the production one is terrible. We want to do show cars that aren't real. So I think we got the.
See, this is why I love Tesla, man. This is why I'm a fanboy. Because how many times have a company show their show car and they release the production model and it looks nothing like the show car? We get all excited about it. We think it's gonna look awesome, and they just downgrade everything about it once it comes to production. With Tesla, they're trying to keep the same aesthetics. They're not trying to change anything. And yeah, there's some concerns about that. I think he mentioned that they're trying to make it smaller. Kind of bums me out. Like, I want this thing to stay the same size. I want nothing about it to change. But it's still gonna look exactly the same. And this is why I love Tesla, because you see the show model and you see the production model and it's nearly identical. So yeah, much respect to Tesla on that.
Proportions here are pretty close.
What would you change on when it finally reaches production? What do you think you would do?
We're 5% too big, and if we just take all the proportions and drop them by about 5%.
Oh, you mean all the way around?
Yeah, so it's got to fit in a normal garage.
Right.
Yeah. And there's lots of little details that people wouldn't necessarily pick up consciously, just improving visibility. Having the glass like this is actually quite hard because it's so sloped.
Is that a special kind of glass? Is that different
Oh, yeah.
from normal windshield glass?
We are going to be using effectively a form of armored glass for the car. And the door panels of the car are the 300 series stainless steel, and it's so tough that it's bulletproof to a handgun.
And why is that important to you that it be bulletproof? I mean, I don't...
It's badass. And
Well, yeah,
super cool.
That's super...
Oh man, you gotta love Elon. I mean, who doesn't want a bulletproof car? Like come on, like, like it's cool, man. Like, I can imagine a lot of people in Chirac just hearing that. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get me a CyberTruck.
But see, I like that answer. It's a good answer.
Do you want your truck to be bulletproof or not?
Yeah, I guess I want my truck to be bulletproof. Sure.
Exactly. You know, you never know. When the apocalypse comes, you should be glad it's bulletproof. We want to be a leader in apocalypse technology.
Exactly. There's your SpaceX headquarters right there.
Is Elon giving us a warning of the future? Like, he mentioned this being an apocalypse car. And like, if you think about it, like also the Model S and the Model X, it has those filtration systems and it could filter biochemicals, I believe. So this is probably gonna have the same filtration system. And like, I mean, look at it, it's bulletproof. Like, for the zombie apocalypse, you can't go wrong with this thing. You got some solar panels on your house, you got a battery storage, you got a Cybertruck. Like, you are prepared for the apocalypse. Like, if you're an apocalypse prepper, if you're one of those prepper guys, like, you gotta get a Cybertruck. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, the Boring Company tunnel starts just there next to the SpaceX parking garage.
Oh, is that right? How long is that tunnel?
That's about a mile and a half.
Wow.
I wonder, might be able to take the Cybertruck through it? That would be kind of nuts. Do you want to do
Take
that?
the Cybertruck through it?
Alright, so this is the first time Cybertruck has ever been inside a Boring Company
We
tunnel.
don't even know if it'll fit.
We don't know, we're pushing the envelope.
Let's see, how are we?
I think you're looking good on this side.
Okay, here we go. Going into the tunnel.
I'd say it's going pretty good.
There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, cool tunnel. What is that on the side?
This is steel reinforced concrete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's crazy how Elon, he made $165 million off of PayPal. And the first thing he does is takes all that money and invests it in Tesla, in the Boring Company, in SpaceX. And he had barely any money left to even rent an apartment. Like, most people would have took that money and just retired. And Tom from MySpace, if you remember Tom from MySpace, he sold MySpace and he just traveled the world, and he's retired at, I think he's like in his 30s, probably in his 40s now. But Elon, he took that money and invested in 3 other companies to try to better the world. Like, respect to Elon.
I want to break down in here.
Well, this is a test tunnel, so there'd be parallel tunnels for any kind of like production situation. So there'd be many tunnels, and then you'd have doors in between the tunnels, and you'd also have like alcoves and that kind of thing where people could exit or do whatever's needed.
And just stop where, right about here?
Wow, we just barely fit.
Like, I hope they don't make it smaller, man.
So now we're taking the elevator.
Hopefully we have catch arms on the way up.
Hilarious.
Yeah. How crazy is this?
And just go forward.
Yeah.
Elon, thank you very much. This is a kind of a bucket list thing to get a glimpse of the future, and you're doing it, my friend, with the boring machine and going through the tunnel in this car. It's very cool. I hope the next 12 years is as good as the last 12 have been.
Well, thanks. It's been certainly a very eventful journey.
So, that was it. I wish they had showed more about the Cybertruck. They did mention the top spec Cybertruck, the tri-motor 2.9 to 0 to 60, 500 mile range Cybertruck, but we don't know if that was the model they were driving. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't show more of the Cybertruck. I wish they would have did a 0 to 60 test or something and showed the software. But I mean, anytime seeing this truck, like, it's always cool to see the truck. So like, yeah, I mean, this thing is nuts. Like, every time I see it, like, it kind of makes me regret getting the Performance Model 3. It makes me wish I would have waited, but who knows, I might still end up getting a Cybertruck. Like, the one thing about this vehicle is, despite the way it looks, the specs, like 0 to 62.9 seconds, 500-mile range, it could tow 14,000 pounds. Like, this thing's insane. And of course, like, if you're towing that much, like, your range is probably going to be drastically reduced, probably cut in half. But for $70,000, which is, it's a lot for a pickup truck, I think it's still a steal. I mean, it starts at 40, but the one I would get is the tri-motor 0 to 62.9 second model. Yeah, like, the more I see it, the more, like, it grows on me, and I've been hearing a lot of people say the same. So, like, what do you think? Has the Cybertruck grown on you? Is it as ugly as when you first saw it? I don't know, man. Like, I hope they don't make it smaller. I know Elon mentioned, like, he wanted to fit in garages, and I know in places like Europe, it's not very practical to have a giant pickup truck, but, like, I kind of want it to stay the same and, you know, be massive and aggressive, and, I mean, it's gonna turn heads no matter where you go, like, no matter what. Like, this thing is going to turn heads. But let me know what you think. Should I place another reservation for the Cybertruck? Of course, I'll get the tri-motor one. Like, you have to get the tri-motor one. But yeah, again, let me know what you think. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, thanks for watching.